Are you currently in a job or on a career path that you've been on for years and you're no longer happy in that job? It's not fulfilling or satisfying, but you're having a hard time figuring out what you would do instead. Or maybe you're struggling to understand how you can leverage your skills into doing something else. Well, in today's video, I'm sharing with you a client story to kind of walk you through how she went from being in one career path for over 20 years to securing a new aligned role without even applying. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below. Hi, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I'm Dr. Tega Edwin. I'm a career counselor and coach, and I help women who are unhappy at work get clear about who they are so they can find a fulfilling career that allows them to thrive in their zone of genius, live on purpose, and get paid a value-aligned salary. Let's dive in. If we have learned one thing after the past couple of years, it's that life is too short for you to spend 90,000 hours in a place that feels like it's making you feel less than, a place that makes you feel like you have no more passion for life, a place that drains all your energy, a place that makes you feel like you're no longer in control of your own life. If we're being even more honest, your physical health, your mental health, and your relationships can't afford for you to spend another 5 years in a job that is draining you. You don't have the energy to spend time with your family after work. You don't have energy to go out with your friends on the weekend and connect with your loved ones and build meaningful relationships. Or when you do, you spend all that time complaining about your job, and honestly, your loved ones are sick of hearing it. You can't afford to keep letting your career derail your life because it's costing you your joy, your peace, your confidence, and your life satisfaction. Each month that you let your limiting belief that you can't do anything else because you've only ever done this one thing for years keep you in that job you hate, you're missing out on doing work that makes you feel like you're making a meaningful contribution to the world. You're missing out on having the kind of work-life balance that actually allows you to have energy to pour into hobbies and have a life outside of your job. Waking up every morning thinking about finding another job is exhausting. It robs you of being present in your life, and being in a job that has you just going through the motions is robbing you of your ambition, your zest for life, and your personal and professional growth. So a couple of years ago, in 2020 actually, I worked with a client who had been in her field for about 20 years and had been making progress steadily in her career with promotions and opportunities. But then she got to one opportunity that was super unaligned and left her losing her sense of confidence in herself and in her own skills. And she really had to reevaluate what was next for her. But because she had only been in one space for so long and had been in a very toxic environment, she was ready to leave her industry and rebrand herself. But she had no idea how to do that because she had been in one space for so long. She even tried working with another career development professional, but she said all they did was identify her skills, which told her where she had been, but not where she wanted to go. So she decided to join my signature program, Find Your Fulfilling Career, because she needed help clarifying her interests and values so she could figure out what other jobs were out there for her. She really wanted to start with herself in this process because she had tried programs that started with the job first and they didn't work for her. Now, by the way, if that sounds like the kind of support you need in your own career currently, you should definitely check out Find Your Fulfilling Career and consider scheduling a free enrollment call. You can find the link in the description below, or you can just visit findyourfulfillingcareer.com for more information. So anyway, after going through FYFC, Find Your Fulfilling Career, my client was able to identify and articulate her values, and clarifying those really helped her see exactly why that toxic job was so unaligned. She realized that aligning her values with her career and her job situation was so important for her peace of mind, for her sense of purpose, and her ability to thrive at work. She even shared with me how the personalized affirmations that I give the women in each cohort of the program really helped her in ways that she didn't recognize right away. She shared how the affirmations brought her hope and opened her up to new possibilities she really wouldn't have been open to if she hadn't gone through the program. And because of FYFC, Find Your Fulfilling Career, because FYFC opened her up to experiences and possibilities that she would never have considered, and she had clarified her values, she came to realize that the environment was the problem and not her, which really allowed her to be so much more focused in her job search. And she had confidence in engaging with people and sharing what she had to offer to a new organization. So much so that she got a job offer without even applying to the job. She had enough clarity to let her network know what she was looking for. And everything that she learned in FYFC helped her really celebrate what she can offer her next employer, gave her a positive outlook and perspective, which in her own words, attracted things that are positive. And by knowing her values, by knowing like what her values were, what her strengths were, when she got that job offer, she knew it was for her. She did not have to waste any time questioning, hemming and hawing, going back and forth, trying to decide if it was the right move or not, even though she had been on one path for 20 years prior. And in the discussion process with the new company, it was more about figuring out if the company aligned with her values, as opposed to her being stressed about the role. She shared, and I quote, "Job searching was a much more positive and empowering experience than it ever had been before I went through FYFC." Because let's be honest, the fact is that trying to find another job without clarity about who you are is just going to leave you feeling frustrated and discouraged. So if you are ready to become expansive in your thinking about what's possible for you in your career by clarifying your non-negotiable values and your zone of genius interest areas, I want to invite you to schedule a free enrollment call with me to see if Find Your Fulfilling Career is the next best move to get you out of that career funk and into a career path that re-energizes you. You can just click the link in the description below. And if you're watching it on this video on Instagram, just comment or DM me, "I'm interested," and you'll get a DM with a link to schedule your free enrollment call. I'm looking forward to chatting with you.